about to be locked inside a tank, face to face and surrounded by sharks. Swimming with these dangerous creatures for nearly an hour. We'll be joined by experts from a world-class aquarium where we also get to play with penguins, manatees, and so much more during this absolutely incredible experience.
Those two over there are trying to mate.
We're getting to the Sea Life Aquarium in Sydney right now, and we're not just going to see the normal things that everyone can see. We're going to do some really special experiences today. I'm so excited. So we are going to go do a penguin encounter. We get to go into their habitat. They're going to let us in there. We get to see them, see how they feed them, see how they prepare their day. We also get to go swimming with sharks. No cage, not like the crocodile cage of death, literally just in there with the sharks. Nurse gray sharks, Port Jackson sharks, wobbegong sharks, and we get to swim with stingrays. So super excited. They're also gonna show us the hospital at the aquarium to show us a little bit behind the scenes and a couple of extra other things. So these are all things that people can also buy tickets for. So we're just kind of doing the most interactive experience that we can here. Let's go.
Evan, lovely to meet you.
It's Joanna.
Joanna, lovely. Who do I
Joanna.
have diving with me today?
It should be us four.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Question: you came up and said, "Good morning, you're my victims today." Is that what you said?
Look, yes, I didn't go so well, but you guys are going to be fine this morning. So you have the four of us looking after you. You've got myself. My name is Ayla. I will be in the water. You also have our safe diver Jason today. He'll be joining us in the water too.
Okay.
You then have Sunny. He'll be looking after you guys from the surface. Cool. And you have Steph. She'll be in the tunnels making sure you guys are all cool.
Cool.
So your odds are very good this morning.
Okay, great.
Fun.
So I heard you guys have done the shark dive.
I've done it
before.
5 or 6 years ago.
Wow, that's so cool. So as certified divers in the group, we're going to find it very different today. You're used to being neutrally buoyant, you're going to be negatively buoyant. No fins, you're going to be walking around on the ground. So it will feel like you're on the moon. It's a pretty unique experience.
How deep do we go?
We're going to be about 4 meters today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Yes?
Question. Okay. What's negative buoyant?
So we've got 3 levels of buoyancy. We have positive buoyancy, where you're floating at the surface.
Okay.
You've got neutral buoyancy, where you're not floating, you're not sinking, you're that perfect middle balance.
Okay.
So you look at fish, they can just move freely. That's your neutral buoyancy. You then have negative buoyancy, so that's where you're going to be sinking. So
What
you're going to be
determines-
down on the ground.
How do you determine that? I guess.
We add lots and lots of weight to you. So you're going to be wearing about 50 kilos of weights on you while you're under the water.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
So you'll find
Dang. Wait.
very heavy and very unique.
Jealous. Wait, am I doing that too?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! I thought we're separated because I'm not certified.
No, you're all in it together today. So yeah, look at the fact. So do you guys know what types of sharks we're diving with?
Yes.
Yes, the grey nurse shark.
Wait, do you guys know the rest of the sharks we're diving with? Because I know them.
No,
I
actually.
like sharks, that's all I know.
Cool, so we're diving with the eastern grey nurse shark. They are a local species to the area. So you can find them at Bondi Beach, you can find them at Manly, all the way up and down the coast here. Sadly, they are critically endangered. So back in around the 1960s, they were used for trophy hunting. They're a very docile, very friendly species, which meant they were really easy targets. So the world record is around 200 killed in one day by one person.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty devastating.
Oh my god.
So in 1971, they were the first shark to be internationally protected, which is amazing for the species. They're now in around the 5,000s out in the wild. Sadly, seeing that 3 sharks are killed every second, it's a downhill battle we're trying to fight for conservation.
What were they killing them for?
For their jaws. So you'll see when you get there, they have really beautiful jaws and really amazing teeth. And as the shark species go, they do look a bit scarier than some of your other cuter sharks out there. So people would often mistake them for a great white shark and think that they've claimed a great white shark jaw, and they'd want to mount it on the wall as a trophy to show people of their hunting skills, without knowing that these guys are one of the most beautiful shark species out there. So while you guys are in the tank and you're like, whoa, best day of my life, know what an honor it is that you're getting so close with these guys today. Yeah. Because my grandkids will probably never swim with them in the wild. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely insane. So you guys are really, really lucky to be here today with 5 beautiful ones. It's an honor to be here though. Thank you guys so much.
I've never dived before. I'm not certified.
Nita, let's do this.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Damn.
I actually do have a favourite shark. You're not meant to have favourites, but I do. His name is Trio. I think he's the best looking shark in the tank. He is a bit of a bad boy, so he's the one you got to watch out for while you're in there. But he's got a really cute freckle under his pectoral fin, and so I got a matching tattoo because he is my best friend. That's so cute. Yeah. So when we get in, I'll definitely be pointing out to you guys. Alright, come on, please.
Is it even open yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's even open.
Is the aquarium even open yet?
No, you guys get like a little sneak preview beforehand.
So lucky. Oh, that's weird.
Oh
my God.
Smallest penguin species in the world. They're also the only penguins with blue feathers. You cannot tell the male from female from just looking at them. You actually have to do x-rays to be able to figure that out.
Whoa.
Interesting enough, penguins also can't work out who's male and who's female. So they just kind of try their hardest to figure out who's who in the zoo.
Whoops. Now we know.
Over to our dugong island.
I thought like carrying a manatee. I'm like,
Well, we do have a dugong at this aquarium. You'll notice with dugongs, they have a crescent-shaped tail like a mermaid, where manatees have that more paddle-like tail. So Pig's just over there in his happy bubbles at the moment.
There he is! I don't think I've ever seen one of these before.
So around the world, there are only 3 dugongs kept in captivity. This is because dugongs are very hard to keep in captivity and often don't last very long. Pig here has a very, very unique story. So he was found when he was just born. He still had some umbilical cord attached to him. The people who took him in, they tried to help foster dugongs, but they know it's really hard and they often don't survive, which is why he got the name Pig. They wanted to choose a name that they wouldn't feel too attached to, just in case the worst came to worst. They nurtured him, and there's a really interesting story behind how they figured out what to feed him, how to look after him, until they released him back into the wild. Sadly, he was found a little while later with, we think, either boat scars or shark attack scars around his tail area, and he was just getting too friendly with people. So we did take him back into captivity here. He absolutely loves people. His favourite thing is attention, like watching people as they walk up and down the tunnel here. He has a very deep connection to a lot of the keepers. He can recognise us, he can hear us, he loves being talked to, he loves playing with toys. He's also very clever, so he will sometimes hide trays and toys that he wants to play with later from us as well. So with your ticket, guys, you do get full access to the aquarium. I highly recommend you come down and check out our dugong. During COVID, obviously there weren't many people around at the aquarium, and he got very upset that he didn't have that company. So what we did, we took the figures from Madame Two Swords and we put them around his enclosure and in the tunnel. So apparently his favourite was Einstein. I'm not sure, I wasn't there for that. He absolutely loved it.
Wow. He's so smart.
ooh, we're part of the staff now.
So we prepare around 45 kilos of lettuce every day for our dugong.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very picky, so each leaf has to be hand-picked and hand-threaded. He only likes the middle leaves of the lettuce. He
Are you
doesn't like the
serious?
inside bits, and he doesn't like the outside bits.
Who is this diva?
I'll show you after.
Oh my god.
So because he's about the mental age of a 5-year-old, he loves to play with toys. One of his favourites, oh, he just destroyed it the other day. It used to be a turtle. When he rubs up against it, it makes a squeaking sound, and dugongs will chirp when they're happy to communicate. So it kind of resembled a dugong talking back to him.
Question. Are you guys adopting? Can I get adopted? Sounds kind of nice. You know, you get handpicked, whatever you want. You get toys and just vibe. I want people today.
Look, I'm sure they'll have you move in.
Sounds like the vibe, dude.
How would you fit in with the penguin, Jerry?
Oh, really well. Look, I can do it.
You're already an athlete.
See? She's on the game. Let's go.
Welcome to my classroom. If you guys would like to come and take a seat. So this is Jason.
Morning, guys.
He's going to be our safety diver today.
So I'll be running shark interference for you guys, you know?
Question box 6 says, I've lost consciousness.
You're gonna tell the
Sleeping
story.
doesn't count. No. Wait, what have you done?
I passed out for like 5 seconds like a week ago.
That's fine.
Cool.
So what's the story then?
Oh, wait, hold on. Any of you can get it accurate, I'll give you $1,000.
Yeah.
Even within 10-15% of accuracy.
Where it was.
Sure, we're at Litchfield National Park.
Like, you just have a snake and passed out or something?
No.
My guess is he ran into a branch or a tree.
No, but your odds are increasing now that you know it's not.
Is it a koala? Is it a harmless koala? Then it's can't go.
Nope.
We could be bitten by mosquito.
No.
No, you probably should go on a rock.
So much dumber and nothing to do with it. he was, do you know pool noodles?
Yeah.
So these two were having a, yep, you're getting it. These two were having a contest filling with water and blowing into it as hard as they could to see who could have stronger lungs. He knocked himself out.
Oh my god!
He blew so hard for so long that he went unconscious.
Did you win at least?
No. I like that you all guess like normal things. No.
How do I look?
Wonderful.
How's my hair?
Never better.
Jerry, jump behind Floppy for me.
This is the jaw?
No, sadly not. This would have been a megalodon jaw.
Whoa.
Yeah, how cool, right? So one really fun thing is, as you can see, these are serrated teeth. When the sharks come past in the tank, they don't have a serrated edge to their tooth. It's really soft, and it kind of looks like a hook, because these guys only eat fish. So serrated teeth are really good for eating mammals or anything with blubber. So great white sharks, tiger sharks, they have those serrated teeth. They're really good for biting into seal flesh and stuff like that. Where these guys have a really smooth tooth. So it's great for hooking behind fish scales, but they're not good for anything else, which is why these guys don't see us as any kind of food item. They know their mouth and just couldn't bite into us. Right, I'm gonna get a few fun photos of you. So, nice big smile for me.
You can have anything you want.
We found a wild penguin.
Do what you do if you want.
This
is like a movie set.
So that's our beautiful picture, right? For a lot of hair.
God. It just got so real. You can see the fin out of the water.
Obviously, we are entering the shark's home today, and we need to show them the utmost respect. One way we do this is that when a shark swims over our head, we want to make sure we're breathing our bubbles in. When the sharks get the bubbles in their mouth, kind of like swimming a garden hose down your throat. The sharks are breathing in their buoyancy, and it's really hard for them to try and get that air back out again. So we just want to be mindful of where we're putting our bubbles. Do I have any final questions?
Oh, I think I'm
No.
ready.
Alrighty then, let's jump in.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love sharks.
All right, fantastic, guys. So continuing the easy theme, I'm going to show you how to put on your weight belts.
Nice.
So best thing to do is to step in front of it and just watch me real quick, and then you guys can do it.
Oh yeah.
I know the visual representation of how I feel.
Right. Like fat belt.
I'm trying to figure out what you look like right now. Definitely something.
Comment below what this looks like.
Scuba walk.
You know.
Really scary.
The sound of this makes me, it's so peaceful.
Right?
I can sleep like this.
Often people find that scuba diving. So, we're ready to jump in. How are we all feeling? I'm ready. All right.
Maybe a little bit.
Don't get eaten.
I hope I do.
We'll never see them again.
Take care of my dogs.
That is crazy. a great time. Okay, no, that's awesome. Perfect. No, sweet. Oh my God, he's having so much fun. Oh, great.
He's like a crab.
My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. I never really thought nor wanted the underview of everyone in this group. Okay. Wow, that's really interesting. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. I really am hearing you loud and clear. Oh, why didn't you say that? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah. Wait, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Shoot. Ah.
Dude, I was screaming underwater the whole time because how close all of them got.
That was insane. Insanely cool.
My favorite was the big giant stingray. She was so pretty. So cool. That was awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Like it's scuba diving without like the stress of getting in the water and the backwards boating. They treat you like a princess.
They do everything.
They put your tank on. If anyone's ever gone scuba diving, yeah, they do everything. Normally you have to carry your own tank and waddle in your flippers, but sharks, rays, sand sharks, fish, all of that, and like
The ray is my favorite for sure. That was so cool.
yeah,
So you
can watch
go
sharks
right
and you
over
can-
your head. Oh, and then did you see when we were in there? There was a Jonah.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah.
I was like, hi.
yeah.
That thing was sick.
That was so cool.
Look at this.
Souvenir, shark teeth, fresh. She was saying because it's still pink, there's still blood in it, so it's within 24 hours of being dropped.
Ah, that's cool.
How old was the oldest stingray, smooth ray in there?
So our smooth ray is 50 years old. So she's the oldest one in captivity. In the wild, they live to about 20 to 25. So when we brought her in as a rescue, we weren't expecting her to live too long. And she's incredible now.
When did you bring her in? At what age?
So we think she was around possibly about 20 years or so when we brought her in. So she's been here for ages. She used to be at the Manly Aquarium and then she moved over here. So she's been through a lot. She's seen a lot of change at the aquarium.
We saw how big she was.
Yeah.
How big is she?
So she's the size of queen size mattress.
Yeah.
So she's ginormous. She's around 400 kilos as well.
Oh my god.
She is insane. That's why you can see the sharks move out of the way for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But she just looks so elegant, like a little piece of paper floating through the water.
Funniest personality, doesn't she? Like every time she comes up to see you, she's like, it's me again.
So cute.
They have like a natural like smile, like the way our angle of them, they look like they're just like.
You can see my little big mouth, right? She's
Yeah.
got a really big mouth.
Did you guys see the baby one?
Yeah, the
was
baby
the
was so
cutest
cute.
thing
Little tiny rays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are little stingrays in our tanks. So yeah, they like to hang out in the floor areas.
What were the names of the sharks here?
So we had Striker and we had Mary Lou. So Strike is the biggest shark in our tank. You'll probably notice when you look back at some of the footage and stuff that she's got some scars under her stomach.
Yes.
It was her breeding season this year, so they're scars from the males trying to breed with her. They're around that 3.8 meter mark, those two. And then we had our 3 boys. So we had my favorite, Trio.
Yeah.
He came past in front of us a few times. You could see, bit of a bad boy. He's very
little dot,
confident.
right?
Yeah,
I saw
got
that.
the matching tat for it as well. So he's funny. And then we had the baby Murdoch. Yeah. So he was the one with the prolapsed colon from his scoliosis. Yeah.
What is vision like for them? Like, can they see quite far? Or?
These sharks have really poor eyesight. So often in the wild, you will see them before they see you. Their defense, which is really cool, is they are fast when they want to be. Often in the wild, before it even comes close, before you notice it, you'll hear a doof sound in the water, and that is their tail cracking so fast it breaks apart those water molecules. And they can turn on a dime and they will get out of there. You will never see it again.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Crazy.
I didn't even know that's a possibility.
Yeah.
So they're still considered critically endangered. Their populations aren't what they should be. So we do have a few different populations. These are the eastern grey nurse shark, from the east coast of Australia. We also have the western grey nurse shark, found around that western Australia. There's also a little tiny colony actually just off New York as well. They're often called the ragged tooth shark. Same species, just a different name for them. Or the sandbar tiger shark, you also commonly hear them called that. But the species off New York like to live in, off one of the shipwrecks down there. So they're about 40 meters deep, which is very different to these guys who like to hang around that 20 to 30 meter mark in the shallows.
You seem to very genuinely love your job.
I do.
Why do you love the aquatic life so much?
I like to be able to be the voice for the animals that don't have one. So I've loved reptiles and sharks since I could remember. I knew this was my calling in life and this was my passion since the very beginning. So waking up every day, it's like coming home and I get to come to work. I want to be able to share my love and my care for these animals with people, change people's mindsets about shark conservation and make them shark aware and make them shark positive and want to help me protect and love these species of animals that are so often villainized in movies.
Can you be their voice right now to camera?
I absolutely
and
will
say.
love to be their voice.
It needs to be in a nurse shark voice.
Get a nurse shark. That's the best I got, nurse shark
That's all
voice.
they say?
I mean, look, Murdoch probably sits there being like, so actually I'm the coolest shark in this tank. Bow down to me, peasants.
That's the only message you want to deliver? Bow down to me, peasants.
Sharks are the reason we have a healthy ecosystem, healthy oceans. Oceans are the reason we have oxygen and the reason why we're here. Sharks were around for trees. Sharks were around before the Northern Star even existed. They have been here for so many millions of years and they've looked after our oceans. We should thank them and help look after them. When we get in the ocean, know it's their home and know it's an honor to be able to share this planet with such an incredible apex predator.
Okay, that's sassy.
Safe shot.
That's one message you get today. People go, how was Shark Day? And you go, guys, save the shark.
Save the shark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sharks been around for longer than the Northern Star?
Yeah. It's just mind-blowing when you think about. These guys have perfected the evolutionary system. They are dinosaurs. 4 dinosaurs. Crazy. And now you've got a tooth. So
Truth of a dinosaur before a dinosaur.
Do you think megalodons are real?
current day, no. I would like to think they are, because that's kind of cool. We've seen heaps of fossilized megalodon tooth. As you found today, sharks lose their teeth quite quickly and we can tell if they're fresh. So we would expect to see them being washed up.
Yeah.
If you find one, let me know and I will be the first person in the water with it. Yeah, totally. We can hope, we can pray, but probably not, sadly.
Thank you so much for the experience, guys.
Well, when you guys go
Thank
up
you.
to Cairns,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see some other shark species there too. Find some black tips, find some white tips. Might find one of these guys hanging around, or if you're lucky, a tiger or a great white.
Oh my god.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
You guys want to get out of these wetsuits and into a shower?
Can we go back?
I will get back in happily.
All day.
All day, every day. It's the best job in the world, this.
Shark egg
Wait, so they'll screw it into a rock,
to keep it safe, yeah.
but like how? The mouth and spin, or
So just as they're kind of pushing it, it will just naturally kind of screw in. It's
got
this lovely shape here.
crazy.
Wedge in. Otherwise, they'll also sometimes attach it to a bit of kelp to stop it just from floating away. So in our shark tank, we'll often find these in the little rock crevices because they can't find somewhere safe to lay it. So we'll have to go out and we'll collect as many as we can to have some kite eats.
That's great.
Which is so cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. You were amazing.
So never scuba dived before. Beginning stages when we put in the regulator, like put our head down to breathe, I couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
And like 30 seconds in, I was like, popped my head up, I had a realization of like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. And I put my head back down and tried again. I'm like, what happens like if I start to freak out and I'm at the bottom, I can't do this. Yep. And eventually, when we got to the practice and kneeled down, it's like, okay, I think I can do this. Okay, yes, I can do this. But it was like, oh no, I can't do this. But
for the record, I haven't scuba dived in a little over a year, but I've gone 50 times. The same thing happened to me.
Oh.
The first time I went down during the training, I was like, felt like I was like choking, suffocating, like whatever, because you just have to like reprogram your brain to trust the gear and just to like not breathe through your nose.
Yeah.
And just like, so I felt the exact same thing. Where like, I don't know, maybe it was a little bit, but I kind of like came up and was like, yeah, I was like, this feels weird.
I felt great.
Okay,
fine.
Sorry.
But proud of you. That's awesome. You just powered through it. You did it.
I think I was holding more air than letting it out. That was my problem. I was like, you know, and at one point I was like, wait, I can't breathe anymore, dude. Where's the air? And then I go, with just all of these bubbles coming out. Definitely got to get some time to get used to that part.
Is anyone contemplating doing that? It's much simpler. It's a little panicky at first, I think, getting used to it. And then after that, it kind of calms down. It's really relaxing. And I just found out too, they only do that 3 times a day, 4 days a week, 4 people per slot. Which means there's only 48 people per week that get to do that. And that is one of the coolest experiences I think you can do in terms of comfort and convenience and environment and knowledge. Like if you're in Australia and you haven't done it, go do it.
Sourdough with butter and Vegemite. I'm kind of nervous.
Vegemite, the dark stuff? I don't know.
Yes, Vegemite's the dark stuff.
Okay, it's made by the Australians. It's gonna be good.
It smells funky.
Big bite. Oh, that's a big bite.
You don't hate it, so that's good.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh no, you're chewing it a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of chews. Are you gonna swallow it?
Yeah.
It's like a broken animatronic.
Right. I'm so confused.
So try.
Blue is not going to share thoughts before you.
No,
Right?
I want to. It's like this when you want to keep my thoughts.
Right. I have the same reaction as Ginger right now. It smells like chocolate.
Take a nibble.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like soy sauce.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It tastes like soy sauce.
It's not bad.
You're like a little kid who just tried a lemon.
You cannot go into eating this having the expectation of it being sweet or chocolate. Like that will throw you off.
I never thought it was
It
sweet
tastes
or
like
chocolate.
someone took a tub full of fish, let all the juices drain out of it, and then made it into a sauce.
Wow, it's really good.
That tastes like 1,000 dead fish.
Yeah. It's soy sauce.
Soy sauce is like sweet,
It's not kind of sweet. Yeah.
salty.
Whoa.
Just wait, it gets worse.
Jose, everything back?
Good.
Except for the
I'll
Vegemite.
let you know. I definitely wouldn't ever have it again if there was an option to have something else.
And this is the opposite of Nutella.
I hated that. Oh, a spoonful of that's gotta be horrible.
I'm happy I tried it, but never again.
Yeah, we should have had that for the trip. If you're back out of an activity, you have to eat a tablespoon of
We
Vegemite.
have like 3 jars.
Do we?
Oh. Indeed.
New idea unlocked.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid.
I feel like I would put that toast, replace it with this, and eat it with everything else. Oh, how you doing, Jerry? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Alright, so new travel tip, just have a camera with you. Don't even turn it on. They'll see the camera and be like, here's free stuff. I don't know why that just happened.
What?
Maybe she
saw
recognized
it.
you or something.
No, I think she just saw us filming and just kind of...
Yeah. How do I eat this with rinse?
Golly. I might need to teach you how to cut this, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay, how do we eat it? Come on, show us. Don't act like you don't know what we're saying.
I don't know what you're talking
He'll
about.
act like you don't know. Insert clip here.
You just know this right here is creamy.
God, to be joking. That's okay. I understand.
That did something for Jonah.
I'm looking.
You have a live comment section right now.
That chocolate?
I can smell it. That's crazy.
Wow.
I can literally smell how rich that chocolate is.
It's rich, but it's try it. I can't even like describe how good this is.
I'm good.
I was so turned on, I didn't know how to respond in any other way.
I'm waiting for the manager just to come back and take it, take it all away. You put it in my ear? What are we doing here?
I want to psychologically.
Wow.
How do I top that?
Just do it.
Jesus Christ.
You look like a lizard. He looks like a monitor lizard.
Is this what you do with your wife?
Dude, you look like you're in the movie Smile. Oh my god.
You're next.
Jerry.
Did you just gargle that?
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's a whole new meaning to finger food.
Oh, you want to know what finger food is?
Oh no!
Why the two fingers here?
You have a little cream in there, bud. A little residue. We're never getting invited back.
Crazy, they gave us free food. This is our reaction. This is how we repay them.
But it's so good.
Business, we're probably repelling right
It's a
now.
great promo, to be honest.
We're belling, they're all coming for show.
That is actually good.
Food's so good, it'll make you come again. There we go. What are we doing over here, dude?
Oh, hold on, you got a little on your nose.
I don't know why, but I really don't like that. I don't. What?
It's lemon cream.
What? Just what? What?
I like turtles.
Oh, is that the cake?
I love lemon cream.
You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good love me for me. Testify the motion.
So this is our penguin exhibit. In here we do have our little gentry penguins, which are the smaller ones, and then we've got also the king penguins, which are kind of walking across that bridge up there at the moment. Our gentries are actually in their breeding season at the moment, which is very exciting. They are sitting on little nests, and our kings have just sort of exited their molting season, so they're looking nice and fresh. And the next few months they'll kind of be entering that breeding season, and then these guys will swap. They'll be exiting that breeding season and entering their molt season.
We really get to go in there and hang out with them.
exactly. Yeah.
What's this little, like, raft ride I see back there?
Yes, so I'll take you guys straight ahead. We'll sort of drop our things off and then we'll drop on that ride.
Freya, nice to meet you. Oh god, it's cold as Antarctica.
But the ride itself is only 2 minutes, so it won't take too long. And then we're out there visiting the penguins. You guys will have nice warm gear on.
Feel the Drake passage.
There's a liability.
Yeah.
Like, I get from Penguin. I like climbing.
This is like Disneyland.
It's adorable.
It's a small world after all.
The ride.
Oh, there's water, just so you know, Jonah.
What?
There's water.
A smell. Wow, this is so cool.
Adorable.
Look at them. They're just
Are they about to do a ritual?
Stand so straight.
Yeah, that's adorable.
They have great posture.
Yeah.
So which one of those was not pesto?
All of them. All of them were not pesto.
That's cute.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
Again.
I'm freezing.
And your t-shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Hey.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Okay.
Merrily, 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 life is a dream.
Dream, 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 She said, how was it, guys? And then you guys were.
Can you please just ride the boat the whole time that we're in there?
I think we just mosh our way through this whole area.
Yeah, let's do it. Control your mans.
I can't. He's uncontrollable.
Oh my god, a penguin slipped.
They look like they're about to summon the underworld.
We're ready.
Hey man, do you f with the penguins?
With the penguins.
What's up, Vato? It's a perfect voice. What you know about the penguins, Vato? You're on the wrong tour vessel.
This is my ice tour.
This is my block of ice, homie.
Oh my god. Whoa. How do you stretch it like that? I didn't even know.
You trying to do?
Oh my god, there's a baby!
Are they called chicks? Are they still called chicks? Yeah.
So he was born last Sunday, so he's still pretty fresh.
Last Sunday. Less than a week. Oh, whoa! Dude, this dude's staring me down.
So cute. I can do it too.
Can we get a quick photo?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So hot we burn it up. We just can't get enough. Get down now, have some fun, 'cause we about
I can't not think of penguins as not Vatos anymore. It's so funny to me.
Dude, I never knew penguin had that long of a neck.
You want to try one of the fives on your other foot and see?
Stop, the camera's on. Stop. 15, right? Size 15.
Size 15 is
Yeah, size 15.
They're so tiny.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a size 5. That's really cute.
Really cute. Stop it, shit. You're still a little big.
Perfect. And also, yay! Everyone's looking great. So we'll head out this way into the kitchen.
She said it was great.
Kind of rubbing that
Whoa.
in.
What is the round stuff?
Iodine.
Oh. And the reason for this is because what we're saying outside there.
Yeah, just to protect our penguins because they do have potentially a compromised immune system. So if they do happen to kind of interact with your hands in any way, just making sure that we're not kind of passing on any pathogens that might make them really sick.
God, okay.
Yeah, so we do feed our penguins. So we've got red spot whiting at the top here. We've got sorry, squid, field chards, and whitebait. But their most favourite would be the sorry and the whitebait, which just add fatties to the fish, so basically like chocolate or junk food for them. Now it is quite difficult to simulate exactly what our penguins eat out in the wild. So instead these guys get little vitamins that our keepers prepare for them, which are in these little tubs here. If you guys have any animals at home, you know it's quite difficult to feed them a tablet directly. You kind of got to hide it in their favourite food. Very, very similar to how we get these guys to take any sort of tablet medication. We pop it in the little gill slits of the fish and then feed it to them that way.
And absolutely no touching the penguins.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, get in my face.
He gets in your face, what are you gonna do? Fight him?
No. Do I like just?
No bullshit. Wait. If you're uncomfortable, we'll move the penguins.
No, do I stand tall too, or?
You'll be sitting down.
Oh.
I heard that they hump.
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
What
We will stop it before it begins.
Really? Do you have to?
I do.
What are they gonna do? Get me pregnant?
Alright guys, we're gonna feed them some pilchards. This is a really, really bloody fish, which means it's quite high in fat too. So they absolutely love pilchards. So they're going to go kind of feral at the very start. As you can see.
Can I see?
Watch them not do anything now that we're having it.
Yeah, they're going to be like, I don't want to go anywhere near that. But we have a very specific way that we're going to feed, especially with our pool feeds. So you guys can witness that, and I can go through how we implement stuff like this in terms of enrichment and training. Cool.
Yeah. They are so
You're more than welcome to come on down.
oh my goodness. They get so excited. He's like, nah, I'm not trying to swim, man. Feed me. Give me one here.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Look at them jumping.
It's like they're in the wild. They're hunting for their fishies.
Wow, that's really cool.
And then you got one right here that just like knows.
Wow, so elegant. They just.
You get some pretty cool footage of the birds jumping out of the water.
Hi, buddy.
They're all gonna jump out of the water, he said.
I might have to take a little break.
It's so cute.
Whoa!
Like I said, they're going to be very singy at the start, and then they'll kind of start falling down. But welcome, guys. This is our penguin exhibit. We got two different species of penguin inside of this exhibit today. This is a sub-Antarctic enclosure 2, which means obviously, like we're sitting here, we're not freezing, but it's also still pretty cold. And these are all sub-Antarctic species of penguins. We have our gentoos, which we have more of them than we do have our second species. With our beautiful black and white cape we're seeing today. They're also going through something very special, which I'm going to go into in just a second. But our second species we do have in here is the big guys on the bottom. Now these are our king penguins, like I said before. They come up to you, they're muscly and they're big, but these guys are almost more shy than the small ones here. Our gentoos are merciless, they kind of just want to get up in your face, and they do it out of love. As you can see, this is Charlie. She loves to just be around people. Yeah. She'll kind of just chill.
I know that was Charlie.
So we do it all by a technique called wing banding. It happens with a lot of birds. You do sometimes leg banding as well.
Okay.
But with these birds, we do wing bands. You can see on every single penguin we have in the exhibit today that have a certain color. You see it either on the right, which means it's a girl. You see on the left, it means it's a boy. And then those individual colors that you'll see, they sometimes even have two. That's how we differentiate the different names. You look at them at face value, they all look identical. So that just helps us be able to identify who it is, especially when it comes to feeding and medical stuff like that.
She's so cute.
That's so cool.
She's very, very.
Like, all right, bye. I gotta go swim now.
Where you going, Yato? Now, like you guys just saw before, our gentoos, they just had a pool feed. We fed our birds in two different techniques. The pool feed is a big one, gives them 3 different things, which is essential for any type of species, especially like penguins. It gives them obviously food. It also gives them exercise. Now, as you can see, as our birds are walking on the land, this is Forrest, by the way. He's absolutely cutie, and he has a little girlfriend that sits somewhere. I don't know where she is. Running around there, she's probably somewhere. Her name's Aurora.
Dude, he goes down hills like I do. He's like, look at them all coming.
Yeah, they all just want to check what's going on. A little booby craze. As you can see, very photogenic.
Oh my god.
The blue one is Odin. He's another one of my favorites. He's just a chill guy.
Some penguin species are some of the fastest animals in the water, and it allows it to hunt, which is one of the other things that allows our pool fish to do. So cute. Who's this?
Just cute. That was just curious. They
Yeah.
have zippers.
Oh, yeah, it's so funny.
He's a menace that well.
Is it true that they like a meter away? They can like projectile poop?
I feel like I've seen them do longer than a
The
minute.
gentoos so far shoots out.
Yeah. Explosive, it's really.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can like smell it from a mile away. Too.
No way.
The king's poo smells worse.
Play the clip.
Those two over there are trying to mate.
This is a perfect segue actually, because as you can see, they are trying to mate. They're getting real frisky. So their breeding season has started next year. So they're starting to create these partnerships with each other, and especially some of our boys. You might be wondering, 2 boy penguins, how's that even work? Now, penguins are something called sexual dimorphics, which means they don't see gender. For them, it's not a thing, it's not a concept. For them, it's just a partner. And if they get to mate with them, then it's a perfect scenario for them because they get to go through that breeding season with a partner. Gen 2s do the exact same thing. They're going through their nesting season at the moment, as you can see, all postured up on the bottom of the lower landmass here. We have a couple of penguins that are boy and boy. They all go through the same notions. They've built up their nest, they're together, and they've stayed together the entire season. We gave them an egg, which is essentially a substitute for them because obviously they can't lay eggs. But it allows them to be able to go through the notions with the rest of the couples here.
Wow.
And it's awesome to see. It's a really cool species. We've had a couple of famous ones too, Magic and Sven, which unfortunately we did lose Sven quite recently, but they're really popular because they've actually successfully raised chicks inside of this exhibit. We've had 9 altogether, which is super special, and a boy and boy couple, especially like those two, who are really good at parenting, being able to raise up that chick into a fully grown adult like you're seeing today. Relationships like that, and that's what makes penguins a super cool species. So basically these guys, we don't really put much effort into it apart from putting those concrete slabs in for them, and then we supply them those little black rocks that you're seeing. But other than that, we don't put them into the nest for them. They go around with those tiny little beaks you're seeing. We'll pick them up and essentially grab them, take them over to their partners, deliver it to them, and then they build up, as you're seeing here, they're pretty built up. These massive nests, they act as a natural incubator. Those rocks combined with the body heat of a penguin, it's pretty warm, especially in cold conditions like that. Sometimes even they overheat.
She's just a little girl, this one. She's
Oh,
the
yeah.
smallest penguin you meet.
Is she the youngest?
No, not youngest, just smallest.
Oh.
3, I think.
Oh, we have a friend.
New human.
They're very food motivated.
Hi, you the little one?
So those came up.
She had a little run to the. Oh!
I love the way they jump. It's just 2 feet.
Sometimes they miss and they like bounce off the wall.
No.
Against the pool. They're so
No.
clumsy.
Oh.
But they're very resilient. They always get right back up.
It looks like those TikToks when people like jump into the water and then put it in reverse.
The
It
reverse?
looks like that. It looks like reverse. Hi! Hello!
Hey.
What's your name?
So Chip's in this breeding season and last breeding season, he's been a single guy this entire time, but he built up this massive nest for himself. He kind of sits in the corner, but I think he enjoys it. He's had a couple of advances from other penguins, and he kind of shrugs them off. But Chips is one of my favorites because he'll always come over and greet us as keepers, even though sometimes he can be a little bit of a weirdo, which makes him so real. And I think he's super cool in his own right.
I love that they all have their own personality.
Is that a real egg or is that one of the fake
They
ones?
do like every time.
Just a dummy egg.
That is a dummy.
As we're coming to the end of breeding season, we've seen a lot of them start to abandon their eggs. So we kind of substitute them out and then allow them to kind of force out the rest of the term, which will only be ending in a couple more weeks.
So dog,
She's definitely a bossy lady. No one mess.
I just want to
Scratch your head. I know.
You're so cute.
Very tempting, but they should go bite.
I don't doubt that. Oh, did you just sneeze?
How many penguins were born this season?
We have had one chick. So we technically need to keep it on the down low. It's a very sensitive situation. It's very young. So it's only been out for about a week and a half. It's only 2 months for them to mature into these big guys you're seeing here. Obviously still very young, but we'll grow all those feathers. So we haven't taken any actions. The parents have done everything, feeding, taking care of it. And then once it hits a stage where it can come out into the ice, we'll isolate it. But until then, can't really say much about it apart from the fact that it's still very young.
Sad that Pesto's not here.
Pesto can stay in Melbourne. We're happy with our kings. He looks to be just a freakishly big penguin, but he is an absolute cutie. I'm a little bit jealous of that. I like our group of kings. And they are going into their breeding season this season. Now, for them, it's a little bit different. There's 8 boys to 2 girls. So the boys try extra hard, but most of the boys have just been partnering up with themselves. And then our 2 girls have picked theirs. Quentin was a little bit late to the show, which is a girl, by the way. We have a lot of penguins with somewhat boy names. It does need a blood sample to be able to check these genders. So it takes a while. Karen to boy.
She is beautiful.
He's so curious. We have this thing that we use to spray the exhibit walls with disinfectant. It has a blue tip. He is obsessed. He sees to come out there and he comes running over. And then he follows us the whole time. He loves that. Because they see in like the UV spectrum, so blue to them would look so different than it does to us.
You have superhuman vision, huh?
They know the food is in the silver bucket.
The neck.
I just stepped on me next door.
Really? You just step on his foot?
Hi. So they actually do all know their names.
Really?
Basically, with these guys, they are a marine mammal. Now, unlike fish are kind of just like one track. Swim around, you feed them, blah, 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 blah. Not very much going on up there. Penguins, such as these, they need constant enrichment, plus also with cognitive thinking comes training. And that's where us as keepers try and instill into birds like these, whether or not it's feeding, medical procedures, stuff like that. For these guys, we can kind of instill different behaviors into them, like learning their names or coming up for feeding.
So all of our training, unlike other facilities, it's only for vet exams. So we don't do any training with them to be put on show. Same with the dugong, it's only so that they're more comfortable getting the vet checks. So they can be a willing participant, otherwise we have to catch them. Stressful for them, stressful for us.
Cool.
The capes are as smart as they need to be, I guess. They don't catch on to things quite as quickly as the Gentoos do with food. So we are working on the same training for the kings, but they are much farther behind.
Nice.
I love that he's half your height.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're...
The tail wag is adorable.
So in the water, they use that tail like a rudder, so they can turn really quickly. And I know they look like super fluffy and squishy, but they're solid muscle.
I like to describe their coat of feathers as kind of like a wetsuit almost.
Yeah.
A lot of people do say that essentially their abdomen won't be touched by a drop of water ever. It traps in that dry and warm air and it sticks onto their body, allows them to stay warm, but also allows them to go into the pool without feeling that cold water against them and then thrive.
And penguins also have like a clear film over their eyes, kind of like their own goggles.
Yeah.
So they can still see underwater and hunt appropriately and see predators coming and everything. King penguins, we don't give them a pool feed because they would outcompete the Gentoos.
What are they doing now?
Trying to mate. So neither one of them wants to be the mom.
This is now a myth that I would like to know. I've heard penguins are pretty vicious. They will knock the other one out to have sex with the other one. Is that true?
Not that I have ever seen.
Cool.
I'm not sure where you heard that. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
They do a lot of like flirting and courtship behaviors
Okay.
to pick the partner, and then obviously the female is choosing who she wants.
Okay.
But it's just like bowing and stuff like that. So there's lots of steps before the actual mating.
When I heard that, I was like, that changed my views on penguins a little bit. But now it's like, okay, that's kind of cute that they, flirt with each other and stuff. They're so majestic.
Like the 5 boys. So we have Neptune, Odin, Arthur, Lorraine, and Nog. Recently, they've been kind of standing like a boys' crew.
Yeah.
They'll kind of move all together. Even Quentin, like as you can see, she's like trying to join in. Nah, you can't join in. Boys only.
Boys only? Yeah, she's excluded.
Yeah, so she kind of set it back.
I want to be part of this. Let me. So funny.
So.
And then that sound that you did, so they all have their own unique voice. I can't really tell the difference, but that's how they can tell the difference between each other. It's like a colony of like thousands of them. They know their friends, they know their partner by the sound of the voice, because they all look so similar.
So if I were to hide somewhere in here and then go...
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you have known it was me?
I would have, but maybe they don't. That was better, I think.
Oh, I'm getting this penguin talk.
Yeah. Oh. You are so cute.
Hi.
You just don't even have a neck, huh?
Yeah, sometimes it is.
I want to see them featherless.
You should look up penguins molting. Well, they're never like naked. It's the new feathers push out the old feathers, but the old feathers get really fluffy. King penguins have a much longer parental investment than the Gentoos. So they only have that one baby, so they have to do everything they can to make sure that baby survives. Whereas the Gentoos, they lay the 2 eggs. So 50-50 chance. They get to adult size in like 2 months. He got pooped on.
He got pooped on?
Yeah.
3 times. Doesn't mean because it shoots backwards.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Where it's aiming.
Yeah, and this is Nella.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
Have you ever been swimming with them?
Yeah, I dive a lot.
Really, with them?
I try to get out of this time. I try to get other people to do it for me, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm certified.
with the full face mask.
Yeah, why not?
That's actually good.
So that like behavior they just did is like how they greet their friend.
Aww.
You're such a flirty girl.
You want to ask her to like yourself?
These are from human care, so we haven't caught any from the wild. They're not rescues or anything like that. They act as an ambassador for their species. So how many people can actually go to Antarctica to see a penguin? Very few. I don't even want to do that. So people can come here, see how cute the penguins are, learn about them, then care about them, and maybe change their habits based on that. So like eating sustainably sourced fish, reducing the plastic waste, like all of the normal pollution, things like that.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
Bye, Charlie. Bye, Charlie.
Yeah, she's so friendly. She's the sweetest. I call her Charlie Chomper.
Charlie Chomper.
Bye.
Wait. I got this. Ready? Oh, wait. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
They were coming.
For the rest of the show, we have to walk like a pig.
We're still doing this.
Do you think they're also gonna poop like a penguin for the rest of the trip? I love penguins.
That was a little warm up for Antarctica.
This is pretty insane. That was 2 humpback whales.
You know what? This wouldn't have happened if we went camping. This was meant
That's
to
true.
be. This was meant to be.
They're perfectly in sync. It's 10 p.m. and my camera's overexposed to how much daylight there is. Absurd. So absurd.
Is that sick?
Dude, the way they jump up the platform is the cutest thing ever. They go.
Let's try.
That was adorable, you're right.
Oh, wow.
Problems, blowing up my phone. Oh yeah, you know that if you left,
It happened like 5 or 6 times.
I bet you that penguin's named Karen.
put on my robe and pour some coffee. Turn off my notifications.
Are they related to narwhals?
They're definitely related to manatees. And in terms of land animals, they're actually related to an elephant as well.
Oh. Yeah, there he is. Look at that.
Oh my gosh! Good job!
What was the Pokemon name that was similar to this?
Was that in the original?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it's in the original set. Really?
Just go with it. Just go with it.
I'm filming B-roll. No.
But this is 120.
I'm filming B-roll.
You film him filming B-roll, and then you film him filming B-roll, and then we'll let viewers decide who filmed the better person filming B-roll.
Easy.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
It's not about the B-roll. It's about who filmed the person doing the B-roll better.
That's great.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, a little water walrus, water hippo.
He looks happy.
Wow.
Oh. Ew.
Did you not freak out? You were swimming with fish.
No, because I was covered.
Oh, okay.
It was so nice to meet you all.
Likewise.
Have a good trip.
So nice to meet you too. You were amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Do your fingers.
Let's make this road on the show. Go on ahead.
Look at the face. Whoa. Do you think if I scratch the belly, it'll tickle?
Probably.
Sorry. You're ruining my picture.
Just go with it. Whole life is gonna spin out.
We are gonna do our Sydney fan meetup.
That was so intense, but so quiet.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh, they're all over there.
You know they're overnight fans when no one has normal colored hair.
That's so true.
We'll come to you. Hold on. Hi. How you going?
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
We'll come to you guys.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in a little bit. All good.
Don't worry, we haven't showered in like a week, so you're good.
Wow, what a turnout. Hi, everyone.
There's no like plan, but there's a plan, right? We're not doing anything. We're just here to hang out. We just figured we had time. We just finished filming at the aquarium. And then if anyone had like questions or whatever, talk about it for a little bit. And then we'll do like a big group photo with all of us. I want to arrange you all in colors of hair. I see the opportunity. I see the fading of colors. Just put you all in a row. Yeah, look at that. You got them all.
So you're here in Australia? Are you doing any ghost
Yeah, we already did 6 nights.
Any new collabs?
Nope.
Nothing's
One of the
impossible.
most eye-opening experiences
In Australia or
just
In general?
in the whole, like,
I think Afghanistan, especially for us as Americans, it was such a heavy part of our media coverage for so long because of 9/11. In general, like what we were taught about the outside world and Muslim countries and Arabic and Persian and all these different things, and then to actually go there and experience it yourself is significantly different. And then also as we're leaving, now they've like reinforced so many of the restrictions and like kind of put it back towards what we thought it was, but it happened right after we left. So I think to me that's just, it was more eye-opening in terms of culturally and then also just like political like movements that happen and how quickly they can happen. So globally it was very, I don't know, interesting I think. That's sick. That is a joy.
that's perfect.
Hey, messing your mic. Oh my God, Evan.
No!
Oh, that's what you'll say no to. That's where he draws the line.
So sorry for the messed up signature autograph. I don't know.
What is this? What Sanskrit?
Does that say Jerry?
It says like
Jizza.
Jerry.
Jizza!
This 2018, New Zealand.
Evan Fan Club.
They made a Snapchat group called Evan's Fan Club.
No one's been in it for 6 years.
No!
Last message, the day was created.
Damn. That backfired.
The only message in it was the day was created. Decline request. Decline request.
Well, that backfired.
There's babies here.
Fairy bread.
When did my demographic change? Look behind you real quick.
Whoa!
We're looking at each other the same way.
I love the brows.
Oh my gosh, so
Is this good?
Yeah.
You've never had
Eat this like a baby.
Cheers.
Eat it like a baby?
Eat this like that baby would. More babyish.
More noises, more noises.
Why did it stick to me like that?
Oh, we got more.
No, no.
Odds you take a swig of that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
so good. I couldn't eat the whole thing.
Look, I got another gift! Baby!
His name is Jasper.
Jasper? Oh, hello!
Are you subscribed, Jasper?
Of course it is. We made you an email address yet and a YouTube account? Because we need to.
Gaga goo goo. On every video. What's up, dude? Why are you staring at me like that? Chill. Don't make me go penguin on you, bro. Stop. Stop.
I've never held a baby before.
I refuse to hold babies. Yeah.
You did this!
No, I didn't.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
It's okay, baby.
I take a picture?
You literally said, I refuse to hold babies. He was like, yeah!
Your American accent is so stronger in person. Really? Yeah.
Bye-bye!
Love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, it's raining, so we're gonna go hit this trampoline park. Apparently there's a bunch of like athletes that are there that are willing to help us learn some stuff. So that's the plan, wait out the rain, and then we're heading up the coast towards Gold Coast in Brisbane, all the way up that area tonight as well. But for now, we go jumpy jump and hopefully not break any ankles.